my guy. You got through it. It's a pretty interesting place, isn't it?
What a thing, yes it is.
Yes. So everybody's here. And get started with this Monday, July 20th council meeting. Call the meeting to order. If you'll stand up and face the flag. Would you bless this meeting for us? Amen. Thank you. Next is citizen or community comments or concerns. Do you have anything you'd like to address? You just here to visit? Okay. All right. We'll move on then to street paving bids. And we only got two, received two. So Jim Smith Contracting, the paving was $274,820. And there's a few streets that we have to mill, and that is $7,500 for a total of $282,320. And they priced that at $91 a ton. Central Paving of Paducah is $317,100 total. That's at $105 a ton, and I don't, if I'm reading this correctly, that doesn't include the milling. Do you think? Do you think that's the whole thing?
I think that's probably accurate.
Okay, the whole thing. Okay. So we've got 282,320 versus $317,000. So Jim Smith Contracting is the least amount. So if you all are good with that, I would need a motion and a second to approve that.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? All righty, thank you much. We will move on into surplus property. And have you talked to Stephen about this? Stephen, are you wanting to surplus the Ford 17 model?
Logan's. Go ahead and do this.
Just in case?
Yes.
Okay. After talking to you today, I just wasn't certain that was what you intended. So a resolution declaring certain personal property as surplus and authorizing its sale by electronic auction pursuant to KRS 82.083, whereas the city of Benton is the owner of certain personal property that is no longer needed for municipal purposes, and whereas KRS 82083 authorizes the city to dispose of surplus property after making a written determination describing the property, its intended use at the time of acquisition, the reasons why it is in the public interest to dispose of the property, and the method of disposition. And whereas the city council finds that it is in the best interest of the city of Benton to declare the following vehicle as surplus property and authorize its sale through an electronic public auction. Now therefore, be it resolved by the city council of the city of Benton, Kentucky as follows. Declaration of surplus property. The city council hereby declares the following personal property to be surplus. 2017 Ford Explorer, VIN number 1LM5K8AR 4HGD 25308. Written determination pursuant to KRS 82.083, the City Council makes the following written determination. One Ford Explorer with the VIN number I just read. The vehicle was acquired for use in the city's municipal fleet to support city operations. The reason for disposal, the vehicle is no longer needed for municipal purposes, and it is in the public interest to declare the vehicle surplus and dispose of it to eliminate ongoing maintenance and storage costs while allowing the city to recover value from the asset. The method of disposal, the vehicle shall be sold by electronic public auction through GovDeals in accordance with the provisions of KRS 82.083. governing the electronic sale of surplus city property. Section 3 is authorization. The mayor and city clerk treasurer are hereby authorized to take all necessary actions to advertise, list, and sell the above described vehicles and to execute any documents necessary to complete the sale. This resolution shall become effective immediately upon its adoption. So if you guys are good with that, I need a motion and a second to approve this resolution.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you much. We'll move on to Kentucky Office of Homeland Security grant. So we are looking at a grant through Homeland Security to be able to purchase updated radios for the police department. So the towers, Stephen, explain this just a little bit more to them.
The county, still need to.
And we're asking for 135,000. Do I know that?
135 will do, radios
Okay.
9 radios and 9 what?
and
Oh,
radios.
10, okay.
Radios. A little pricey, but
Isn't everything?
they're all building.
Everything's outrageous. Okay, I'll read this resolution and then you guys can decide to approve it or not. Resolution of the City of Benton, Kentucky, authorizing the mayor to make application for and enter to an agreement with the Kentucky Office of Homeland Security to execute any documents which are deemed necessary by KOHS to facilitate and administer the project and to act as the authorized correspondent for this project. This resolution also establishes procurement policy for any KOHS approved project for the fiscal year 25 and 26 application cycle. Whereas the City of Benton, Kentucky desires to make an application for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and/or Commonwealth of Kentucky funds for a project to be administered by Kentucky Office of Homeland Security. Whereas it is recognized that an application for an approval of KOHS security funds impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the city. Now therefore be it resolved this 20th day of July 2026 by the City of Benton, Kentucky. The mayor is hereby authorized to execute and furnish all required documentations, including memorandum of agreement as may be required by KOHS for the furtherance of the above referenced project, and to act as authorized correspondent for said project for the purpose of any KOHS funded projects using FY 25 and 26 funds. The city will use the provisions of KRS 45A for the purchase of equipment and/or services. For the equipment and/or services under 39,999, 3 quotes will be obtained. For any equipment and/or services that exceeds 40,000, the provisions of KRS 45A will apply. So, any questions? Anybody wanna make a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you very much. Stephen. Okay, we have a first reading of a water tap amendment ordinance, Rob.
Did you want to, I prepared this in case they wanted it.
No, because you just said that you were gonna change, see if they wanted to change them. This is the one I emailed each of you. Get it to each. Sure. One bill to him.
If his situation changes and he adds somebody else, if uh, somebody, then if somebody else makes this agreement, yeah. So terminate if one of those residents limited to those three.
Well, and his intentions are, when his in-laws. Sister-in-law will sell hers and move out, so it won't be just one piece of land with one thing.
I think I asked this whenever you and I talked about it, but we're essentially doing this already at like Riley Park. It's a master meter
It's a
out
master
there.
meter, yes.
So it's 40 trailers and they're all on one meter. We do it at Middle Fork Creek, another trailer park. It's a master meter. So
Most
it
of them
sounds
don't
like it's
have-
going to be like a master meter
We
situation,
require
right?
that.
That's more commercial than
Right.
his residential.
It's a little
so
smaller
yes,
scale, but
it's a little
essentially
smaller
that's
scale.
that's what he's asking for, right? It's just a
Right.
master meter.
One bill goes to him. So
Which-
this,
Garbage pickup on this?
no, it's out in the
Sewage,
county,
sewage
no
out there?
sewage, no, just water.
Does he understand what the minimum bill is on a 2-inch?
I think so,
Okay.
yeah, because I said, are you sure you want a 2-inch?
Yeah,
They
'cause
said yes.
Even if it was just him,
Yeah.
he would still.
Because it's a pretty good distance
Okay.
to their home, and he feels like he needs that for the flow and pressure, the bigger.
Well, I'm not asking you to approve his situation, I'm just giving him an avenue to come forward
Right.
to ask permission for.
Yeah. You all, if you approve this ordinance, are not approving this particular situation. You're just approving to be able to go back, because right now you don't have the authority to go in and do certain things for people. If there's a specific situation, and sometimes you do have that, just like the guy that wanted the sewer but could not get his neighbor to annex in the city so he could be in the city.
So what we're really doing is extraordinary circumstances can be allowed.
Yes.
Okay.
Give me your.
And that doesn't mean that you will approve this situation we're discussing, but
Oh,
it
okay.
does give you the authority to go in and approve extraordinary circumstances.
Well, that's him, we're saying too.
Right now, you don't have,
No.
ladies up front.
So I say that we have a first reading and then, but should we add in there now, like if they, does it matter, like if, I know what you said his intentions are, so let's say for this specific case, his in-law or whomever moves, passes, whatever, that, what kind of, do we say, like, we need you to, you'd have to come back in to do anything differently? So that you can't just move somebody else in there, right?
And his intentions are not to move in. It's all, the land is all.
Just
in
there
his
for now
name.
and then we're moving out.
When they're gone.
When they're gone, they're gone.
It's all one piece of land that he will live
Then we present those then. That's what I'm saying. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm good with that. Awesome.
Summary, because I sent you all the original. An ordinance amending section 5202 water meter requirement, city of Benton. To allow 1 meter for local residences under extraordinary circumstances.
Any other questions on this before we move on? anybody? Okay. All right, I need someone to approve the regular meetings of June 15th and the special called meeting of June 17th minutes. All in favor? Anyone opposed? So we'll move on to department reports. Chris, how about I start with you so I don't forget you?
Always forget that.
We had 13 new services installed this month. Very excellent. We fixed some yardage. We had one. About 5,000. About
Moving on.
Now we get together next time.
Okay. Y'all have really moved good on that. Yeah, just keep going, running. And did you mention the TVA that where you're having to do the?
I didn't, but I did secure that appraiser that
Okay.
we talked about. And
Okay.
he's been working on those in the team's meeting for Friday. There's a lot of shakeup at TVA in that project, so
Oh.
the lady I first talked to, Benton, I was passed off to another guy. He's since been moved to another project, so we're back.
Okay, just so it's moving along,
Yeah,
that's
he
okay.
said, maybe 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
But he's working.
It sounds good, Chris. Y'all are just doing a great job down there, an amazing job. If y'all get a chance, run down there and look at their new building. It's very nice, just about complete. And I'll take you down there one day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions?
They work hard.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Very proud of them. Beth has been off all last week cruising, so
Wow.
I slacked on the department.
we don't have us. But we do have chiefs, so.
Ours will be easy. For the month of June, we responded 833 calls for service, were 26 citation violations, 11 collisions, and over 60
Any questions?
So we're not,
That's good. We're not complaining. And y'all, I'm not complaining about Beth because she's amazing. She
It's
gets to
fine.
slack anytime she wants to, okay? And I will not complain. Okay, so we'll move on to the mayor council items. And Sylvia, I'll start with you. Uh-oh.
I have things.
I should have known.
Ugh, I know, I'm the worst. I'm sorry. I hate myself. Okay. Couple things. Several things. Okay, you said you started the grant on the splash pad. Do I need to do anything for that? Like,
Oh,
what's the
it's so
process? How long
moment.
does it take to hear something?
Oh,
don't know what
it'll
these-
be probably April or May.
Okay.
If we're lucky.
Spring.
If we're
Okay.
lucky, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's an easy one. Have we had any bricks at the first responders park? Have we had?
We've had some bought, yeah.
Okay.
I can't tell you the
Maybe
amount.
10 so far.
Okay.
Okay. I've got some on my desk to fill out.
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't got them back to you.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I'm
These are just
hoping once
inquiring.
people actually
See it and where they're gonna go. And,
Yes.
yeah, actually have a visual of it.
And we haven't started a really big campaign yet
Right.
to try to, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll
They're
do
doing
that.
things over there
They're
though.
doing
So
things. They laid brick today
I
on the
mean,
outside wall. It looks so good.
it's like they do a lot and then I don't see them for a little bit. And then
Yeah.
they do some more and then they're gone. Yeah.
And they've been
fine.
rained on so much.
They have been,
They've
yeah.
had that footer dug to pour that wall for what, a month?
Yeah.
And every time they go to do something, they do have the rebar up and the footer dug, but they'll have this much rain in the ditch. So, I mean, you can't
What do
really
you do?
pour it.
Yeah.
you
What do you do? Yeah.
And Stephen's working on cameras over there because
Okay.
we know we'll have
We
issues.
need that. Yes. We'll need
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This might be controversial, but quiet time for the Derby. Is there a reason why they don't follow? I know that they're like their own thing. They're in the city. So why do they not,
They're supposed to quit
get
at
quiet?
11.
Oh, is 11 the
It's
time?
11.
Okay, maybe it is 11. I thought it was 10, so maybe they're not going past 11 then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it's 11. Am I thinking?
I think so.
I think it's 11, yeah.
Is that like our normal quiet time? 11 p.m. Maybe they're,
Yeah,
maybe
see,
they're,
the park is supposed to close at 11.
Right.
Every night.
okay.
So, and I think that's why we changed it to 11.
Okay, maybe they're shutting it down at
I
11.
know,
It's
it's
only
got,
3 hours past my bedtime.
Okay, well.
it has to be a nightmare for the people living around it. I know
It's
it
rough
is.
sometimes.
I know
Yeah, it's a
it
little rough
is.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. All right, 11. I'm not giving up. Okay, maybe it's not a big deal then.
And if you all want to, I mean, I don't know if we can go back and change it. If you all wanted to go back and change closing the park till 10 o'clock, that's one way around it. If that's something you want, I mean, I've had a few complaints, not a tremendous amount throughout the
Do
years,
we
but
have a lot of use after 10 o'clock?
no, no. I don't know why it's 11. I really don't.
I mean, is there a certain time they have to start the race if they couldn't start an hour earlier?
No, they can start the race whenever they designate starting a race, yeah. We don't have any set time. But that, if you all want to think about that and email me separately or whatever.
The park board set it at 11 years ago
Okay.
at the request of the fair board because on Friday nights,
Okay,
they couldn't start it. They'd have to start at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to get the Friday night races.
And all of them not off work,
And
man.
they're not off work. So they came to a park board meeting years and years ago. Me, myself, Trent Love, and Grace Mothers with Sarah Palmer. We had a whole,
Okay.
the whole fair board came. And because the hours used to be, I think, 10:30. It used to be 10:30.
okay.
And we only extended it by like 30. And only, I think it was only on Friday night and Saturday night.
Okay.
It was extended. And then we,
Okay.
and then it was, but I thought it was till 11 only on Friday night and Saturday night, and then it was.
We
10
could look
the
up the
rest.
ordinance, because
Yeah.
the council probably at that time had to change it.
Yeah.
To ordinance
Because
form.
the fair board came, it's when Jason Dunnigan was still on it,
Okay.
and I think Jeff Edwards was still on it, so it was some of the OGs was
Okay.
still on it, and they came and asked, because it was when they started that Friday night event, they were not getting done.
Okay.
So that extra hour apparently was a tremendous help because that
Okay.
let them.
And I think, from what I understand, they push it to get done by 11. I think there's been a few times they've ran over, but,
They had 58 cars up there Friday night. Video promoter, I know it's super redneck, but it is super.
yeah. Just such a terrible place to have it, though. It's just a terrible place to have it. It's, with all the residents that live around it and,
And a
There's
lot
a
of them
ton
are
of
getting
people
older.
coming into Benton that are not from Benton. Yeah. When you look at it on that aspect of it, it's like, well, maybe they're getting something to eat or stop at a car lot or back by or they're coming through our sweet downtown when they get to the park or, when you think of it that side, but then you drive up there, like we drive around the golf cart up there, and you can't even like get around it. It's just.
you're riding the golf cart on the street?
She didn't mean to say that. Miss Cooter.
I
mean, we've been pulled over like 3 times, so it's not like, it's no secret that. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Okay, well, that might not be worth the bloodbath to bring it up. I said I would bring it up. I just had a couple people because, of course, stuff went on this weekend, and you don't hear anything until it happens, and then people are like, "Oh my gosh!" So, anyway, so maybe it's not. Sounds like we may need to leave it be. So,
Whatever you
I mean,
want to
It's
do.
worth her looking in to see what.
Yeah. Yeah. I can look it up and see what it is too. So that's okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I can hop on there and check it out. Okay. Simper Sweets. I have to talk to that owner. Every time I go in there, she talks to me about this. Why? Maybe at some point in time there used to be a stoplight right there. Was there a stoplight there? At Simper Sweets.
A long time ago.
So if we've got one here, we've got one there, we've got one here, we don't have one here. It is getting very busy there. Like I've got kids that do jujitsu, so we're at Grapple and Grace 3 nights a week. There's no, obviously the parking. Um, of course, now there's ice cream and they're open in the evening. It is, it is, you better sprint. I'm like, all right, girls, ready? We're going. Because people are not typically going, they might be going 25, but it's a 25. We're trying to get to 35 because we're about to go down the hill. I don't know if there's a way to I don't know why there's not a lot there anymore, but we've got them on the other corners. I don't know. So my question is, can we look into it?
Yes, and
Or maybe even if
all
it's just
I
a
can do, of
flashing
course, it's a
light.
state street.
I know.
All I can do is contact the engineers,
And
they'll
ask.
come do a study, and then they'll, and I don't know if you all have noticed, but going down Poplar, around the curve, and all the way down to Main Street Pizza has been changed to 35.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. And then
I like it.
coming back in the same place is
Yeah.
35. So they
Yeah.
did change that. They did the study and changed it. And it really needed to be with all those businesses, people
Right.
cross in
Yeah.
and, but I will ask them, I'll call them tomorrow or
Okay.
email them. I'll email them tomorrow.
Okay.
And ask them to come.
It is
study
just, we're getting a little busier up here. Like, we're getting a little busier, especially right around that corner. There's two places right next door to each other that are,
it. Busy.
and it's kids.
Yep.
Like, it's a lot of kids going in with their parents, of course, but still, it's, yeah, it's busy. It would be nice to have, maybe we need a light there. And, there's no crosswalk thing there either, like we have it all the other corners up here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd like to,
My,
I don't know what
my
you can do.
guess, I'm just strictly guessing, and I'm trying to remember when I moved here if there was a light there. Do you remember one day?
I was going there at one time.
Okay.
Yes.
I just
Yeah.
don't remember it.
When the street was, when it would be 10th Street, whatever the street is, it was two-way. When the bank was there.
No, see, I
So
don't
there was a
remember
light
that ever
there
being.
then.
Okay.
But then I think when they made it one-way, they took out the light.
Okay.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure there was a light there.
Okay.
Maybe I'm making
There
it.
was a lot there at one time.
Okay.
My guess with having the light right there by Republican headquarters,
Remember a light there.
and then you have all the
Okay.
parking on the court square, if you had to stop right here, you're backing a lot of traffic up
Yeah.
within a
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
But I'll ask them.
Yeah.
I will
And
definitely
like,
ask them.
and like I said, like, we're doing it here, there and there.
Right.
It should be like the same, I would imagine, roughly the same flow, because we're doing it here and here. It's the same
You would think.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not, yeah. See what you can find out, because
I will.
I would personally think that it would be good to have something to slow some people down a little bit more up here. With those two businesses
Yes.
being right there on the corner, it's just getting busier up here.
It is. It's business.
And it's
really
going to get
getting busy.
busier
Yeah.
because we've got the first responders part coming. Like, it's gonna get busier and busier. So I think it's needed.
Okay.
I got one more thing, y'all, and I'm done. I'm curious about how council would feel about getting an upgraded system for our televised meetings. I do have some people that watch it that have kind of said that, we're kind of in and out as far as like what they can hear. They definitely can't hear anybody, anytime there's citizens' concerns or anything, they can't hear anything going on out there. And I know that, like, I don't know what Calvert uses, but I've watched some of their videos and like, there's no really glitches or anything. You can hear everybody. So I don't know what it would look, if you guys would be open to it, I can find out like some pricing and stuff on it and then come back next month and tell you if you're okay with me looking into it.
I would be open to it.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. I just figure if we're gonna do it, then I wanna do it where people can actually, there may only be 5 people that are watching us ever, but I would like for those 5 people that are on to hear and see what's going on. And, okay, I'm done. That's fine. Okay. Somebody else.
Ann, do you have anything? No, thank you. Okay. Guy?
Yes, I want to give thanks to you or whoever got the cardboard boxes moved where everybody can get to them. They got 2 up there and it is right on the other thing.
It's a combination. The refuse worked really closely with me and got those
They
moved
done
over
a
there.
fine job and it'll be great. It'll save somebody from falling.
Good. Good. That's what we want. That's what we want. Anything else, Guy?
No.
Some people, particularly in Catholic City and the restaurant there at the corner by where people come in off Fifth and then they come, people still head north on Main Street. Is there some, and there's sign, oh, look, she said there are no signs. When you pull out of Hutchins, there's a sign that says one way. When you pull out the bank, I think there's a sign that says one way. So it's not really you. But they said it's surprising the number of cars that keep going one way. And could the transportation state paint something, you know, put a one-way sign on the way to keep that from happening?
Definitely ask. But if they're not seeing those big red signs, they're probably not gonna see some white writing on the right.
It's white, it's a little white. I don't think they're red, I think they're white.
One of those signs.
That might work, yeah, yeah.
I ask. When I do this, the same guy does
Okay,
both
that's
of
why I
them.
thought this would be good time.
So, yeah,
to talk to
I
you
will
about.
definitely ask them.
Okay.
Ernie Collins got ran over right there years ago, remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, that story too.
Why are they laughing? Goodness.
You didn't know Ernie Collins. You didn't know Ernie Collins. That's why.
They're laughing over there.
Bernie was around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
No,
Butch, do you have anything?
Yeah, I missed something here. Out at the, it's a county issue, not city, but at the landfill, we used to have two big trailers where you could just toss your cardboard in, and now they've gone to the little slot.
They got a side door you can open though, it don't Butch.
Yeah,
Oh, they
it
do?
slides, yeah.
I went and looked at it a minute ago, it's a side door they can slide over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, 'cause it'd be hard to put them through that slot, wouldn't it?
that's what I thought, I'll spend
Yeah,
way too much time chopping up my box.
yeah. And I hope people do realize, I have worried about that, I'll be honest. I hope people realize that there is a door you can slide.
I didn't know it, you all told me. All right, it's all
Yeah,
good.
maybe they need to get some kind of signage and put right there on
Yeah.
that door. I'll ask about that.
Everything's sticking around there.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Anything else?
No,
Okay.
nothing else.
Beth, you have anything? Rob? Okay. So, I wanted to take a minute and thank Teddy Kinsey, who passed away a few weeks ago, and thank him for his service. Butch, do you have any idea how many years he served? Was it 25?
It's at least 25.
Okay.
And by the way, they're not gonna have, in honor of Teddy, they're not having a meeting. You probably already know that.
Yeah, Leslie texted
Tomorrow.
me. Yeah,
They're gonna cancel this month's meeting in Teddy's honor.
okay. We really wanted to thank him for serving the electric board all those years. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
he's,
very fine member,
yeah,
very fine.
definitely.
And also, I got a letter of resignation for the Planning and Zoning Board. It's with great appreciation to the Chair and Commissioner of the City of Benton, Kentucky Planning and Zoning Board that I resign my commission on this date, this being due to my recent open heart surgery. I have great memories pressed between the pages, and I thank you for all of that, Steve Moore. So we will need to be thinking about someone to put in Steve's place, and he served for a long time and was a most excellent commissioner. He was also the chairman, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, he did a great job. We're gonna miss him a lot. Another thing, we do have a few candidates here. Casey Downing back here running for city council, Jessica Skillion running for mayor, and Stephen Flatt running for mayor. Welcome, y'all. Thank you for coming. Appreciate
And
it.
he's also running for council.
Oh, I forgot that. I am so sorry. I completely forgot that. I did. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I sure do. Thank you. I'm so sorry. John Durham. And then I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about Riverwoods Church back here on the corner. They own this church beside City Hall. We've discussed this a little bit
Yeah.
throughout the council meetings. So the gas company has generously put the funds in our budget this year to be able to tear that building down and make a parking lot.
Good, thank you,
That's good.
thank you, thank you.
I toured it for the second time about a month ago and was terrified the entire time I was in there. Y'all, the walls are covered like a huge coating of mold.
You're talking about this building next
This
door.
one next door. And the steps are rotten, you'll fall through them if you're not really, really careful. There are some places, very few, but a couple of places that are still very pretty in there. But it's, I don't think there's enough money in the entire world to fix that church and put it back
It's pretty.
like it was,
When
yeah.
I did it, yeah.
Had a beautiful sanctuary
Mhm.
at one time.
Yeah.
But anyway, Beth and Rob and I met with them again about a month ago, and we did a memorandum of agreement. We've sent that to them for them to approve. And what we asked for, and if you all are good with it, the back parking lot where the parsonage used to be is gravel right now. And we have asked, they want us, as part of the deal, to blacktop that. We can do that as a community use, but we also did an agreement where we get use of it at least for 10 years if we blacktop it, and we have the first chance at buying it if they ever sell it. So I'll be long gone by then, but whoever is mayor and city council, you know, that's probably something they really need to snap up if they're
It's
given
just for the back
opportunity.
lot or for the whole lot?
Just the back lot.
The back
So
lot,
the
okay.
city of Benton will own all of the property that the
Okay.
church sits on. So,
Okay.
and it will be, there was only two things they could use it for when it was given to them, community use or another church. And you certainly can't use it for a church. So, I've had somebody look at it. Of course, everything will have to be bid out. There's like, right around $70,000 in asbestos abatement in it that we're gonna have to take care of. And then the roof has some shingles in it that has asbestos, but it can be put in specifically lined boxes, but they'll have to spray it with water the entire time they're tearing it down. And then we're gonna hopefully use the side wall at the basement, the front wall of the basement, use those for retaining walls.
Okay,
And the entrance and exit will have to be off Poplar Street.
okay.
So I'm looking forward to getting that done. Our main goal for doing that is bringing parking off the court square, especially employees.
Yeah.
That might be a good
And
reason
parking.
for having another stop sign up.
It very well could.
Might be parking there.
Definitely-
Before
definitely a
somebody
crosswalk.
Come over that
Yeah.
hill and run over
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
might present
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
to them.
So, that's our main goal, is to get people, because every time I talk to somebody, hey, come locate a restaurant or come locate a business up on the court square, we'd love to be up there, but there's no parking.
There's no
So,
place there.
that's what I
They
hear
al-
constantly.
They always park, everybody that works there parked up there.
Yep, they do, so.
And you couldn't get them to not, because I tried.
Yeah, no, I know, they're persistent. God, Keith Travis asked us about the mowing.
Yeah, evidently he run over an electric truck or a gas truck.
Did he hit a gas? truck?
Yeah, he did, in the school bus.
It's
Yeah.
something.
He was in the school bus. Yeah.
He was wondering,
Electric.
Okay, electric.
yeah.
Was it electric?
He said gas on it.
I thought it was a gas truck.
Was it about the mowing, the mowers?
I was about to park it out in the road, I think, or something. I don't know.
Well, what they was doing is,
Truck, I'm not aware of it.
Maintenance truck. It was a maintenance truck. Yes.
That's better.
Jeff Smith bought Bill Morgan's house, and he is remodeling all that. So we were all over, I think the gas company was there, but we were all over there locating utilities because he wants to add on and do some different things. He turned the corner and thought he had it turned off, been there and done that, and he sideswiped. Nothing. Well, yeah, the school system would have to. It was no biggie.
Okay.
The parking lot by the kindness park, like, that's public here, so I'll ask Jason about it. Okay.
and it is very hidden.
I will ask
I
him.
did
I
not
could have
see it.
swore I saw a sign, but maybe not.
I will,
Maybe not.
I'll ask.
I was looking for blue, so if it's not blue, then I probably would, because I was just looking for something blue. Isn't that what they are?
I don't,
They're blue with the
blue
white
part,
handle.
yeah, blue's usually parking. I don't know.
I'll drop by there, when I leave here, I'll text you if it's there.
Okay.
But I did, as soon as she messaged me, I said, oh, she.
You guys, other than that, I don't have anything else either, so, no further comments or anything. We'll adjourn this meeting. Thank you all very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
I think they pulled that